I go into the other bathroom. The same sights meet my eyes. The sick are lying on stretchers while the water is still moving and lapping against the walls of the bathing place. From time to time, whiffs of iodoform impregnate the atmosphere, infected by the bitter breath and wounds of the diseased. Everywhere, scraps of lint and wads stained with matter and blood are trailing about. The water has turned into a hideous broth. A sort of gray slops with bubbles in it, and red bladders and whitish blisters swim around in the molten gin into which they keep on plunging people. Here is the perpetual miracle of Lourdes. The sick are flung into contaminated excipients without waiting for the digestion of what they have eaten. Women are plunged in up to the neck just when the most rudimentary common sense forbids any woman to take a bath. Often, in such cases, turning the water into a pool of purple. And no congestion ensues, nor are they affected by the shock of the chill, icy water, nor by being left unwiped. Antiseptic dressings, made so much in the surgery, are here simply replaced by compresses of Lourdes water, and sores are none the worse for it. Never were such slights inflicted upon hygiene, and never was medical science so flouted. Yet, here neither occurs infection, nor is any disease aggravated, even if it be not cured. And such exemption also extends to the hospital, in which the bedridden hardly ever die. Although they have been worn out by the fatigue of the journey and arrive in an almost dying condition. Indeed, deaths are very rare in this institution at Lourdes. Taking an average of 4 days and 1,000 cases, which in other hospitals would give a mortality of 20 at least, we find here, and for the last 20 years, the fatalities in the same conditions number 1 or 2. If you have no belief in divine intervention, how can you explain such an assured impunity as is only to be found at Lourdes? And as long as you remain within the zone, protected by the Virgin. I'll finish there. I just wanted to mention that, having been to Lourdes once myself, the baths are very different nowadays because they seem to be, in a certain sense, more hygienic and cleaner. But nevertheless, when you go inside the bath, they keep all modesty and all care, etc. Besides that, the atmosphere inside the baths themselves has a purity and a cleanliness that is beyond cleanliness. It's obviously supernatural. So don't go by his descriptions when it comes to going to the piscinas nowadays, if they're open, which is another point, that with COVID, they closed Lourdes. They closed the miracles. They closed heaven with the plague. And when you need God the most, for whatever reason, they don't allow him to work. So with that, we'll continue tomorrow with some more descriptions of the hospitals in Lourdes.